So welcome to everybody. So my name is Alberto Biraghi, and I've been a student with Master Chan Hon Chung for many years, since 1977, to the shutdown of his gymnasium at 729 Nathan Road in Hong Kong. Then I kept training with my older brother, Cheung Yee Keung, that taught to a lot of Italians that I know. And I was so lucky to receive a very pleasant welcoming from Master Chan Hon Chung from the beginning. And so after a few years of hard training, from 1977, I spent around 45 days per year in Hong Kong training Chinese Kung Fu with him. So in 1983, when I was leaving, he promised me that he would have taught me the Tit Sin Kuen the next year. So that's what happened. And I had the great honor to learn from him the Tit Sin Kuen and to train it. Sorry, I have to close. I didn't turn off the phone. Okay. And I trained it with him in his country home, and I trained it with him in his country home, and also I trained it in the gym, but at night, because at the time nobody showed the Tit Sin Kuen in public. So I trained it in the morning at the cottage at Chan Hon Chung's cottage in the New Territories, and then in the night with Cheung Yee Keung I refined it when everybody was sleeping. So it was quite hard, but really it was interesting and exciting. I want when I started, I mean, Chan Hon Chung decided to taught me the Tit Sin Kuen because in 1983, in summer of 1983, I learned the 10 styles, the si-hing Kuen, and I did a huge work with the beginning, the dragon part, and with him, and I learned the in my opinion, the most important thing of the Tit Sin Kuen, so which is which is the breathing and the interaction between the diaphragm and the hip movement. Because I want to tell you, I want to be clear, Tit Sin Kuen is mostly about two things: breathing and center of gravity. The movement itself, even the sounds, are really not as important as the breathing and the center of balance, the center of gravity of the body. Because Tit Sin Kuen, in spite of the fact that as every Hung Kuen form can be seen as a fighting method, in fact, is a method to put together what you learn in the past before reaching the point to learn the Tit Sin Kuen, and it is a way to understand deeply and truly what you learn. And I tell you that after mastering the Tit Sin Kuen, you really understand a lot of the things that you just did by imitation before. So this is it. So the breathing, and in this first meeting with you guys, I will stick on the breathing and the movement of the pelvis, because this is everything lies there. And if you want to master the Tit Sin Kuen, and if you want to really do it, do something not just about the aesthetic, the movement, but about this deep meaning, you need to understand deeply the breathing part and the movement of the waist and the pelvis part. Just one more thing before getting into the the technical details. Somebody asked me why I decided to share this knowledge that I was so honored to have, and this precious gift that I've been given after many years. It's because I think times changed. Before the internet era, Tit Sin Kuen was really something that could circulate only in the gym and according to the family rules. So no showing, no teaching, just passing it down when it was the right time for the student to receive it, and it was something very precious. Today, with the spread of the internet, I think that I see a lot of stuff going around that is not, well, I want to be a judge. I mean, I'm no Sifu. I am just a long time practitioner, but I see a lot of stuff that is not compliant with what Master Chan Hon Chung taught me. And I am afraid that this diffusion of this incorrect or different information could spoil the real essence of the Hung style, the real Hung style. So I decided that since I have it from the source, from the certified source, and in my opinion, the best possible source after Lam Sai Wing, and the cleanest, the purest source, I think that it's time to share it with the world, and also because I could be caught tomorrow by the coronavirus and die in a week, so I don't want it to be wasted. Okay, so. Again, thank you to be here, and let's get into the technical part. I said breathing. So there are three basic concepts that you can. Then we'll see it in a practical way. But I want to explain first. So the air, when you breathe while practicing Tit Sin Kuen, and this is something that when you learn it and you feel it, you will use it for every other movement of your martial art training, and I should say also why in standard life, running or hard walking, power walking, or doing anything athletic, you'll see that it works and it's wonderful. The air, when you breathe, is not a matter of pushing the air in and pushing out and pulling it in, as you can see, like, but is more a thing of moving the pelvis. So turning it. I don't know English words. I think. Anteroversion and retroversion of the pelvis. In Italian is anteroversione e retroversione, anteroversione of the pelvis, and the movement up and down of the diaphragm that goes to make smaller the volume of the air, the internal volume for the air. So these movements push out the air and pulls it in without a real consciousness of this. So, and I'll show you later. This is the first part. So air must not be a matter of the rib cage, must be a matter of the pelvis and the diaphragm movements. This is it. the motion of the pelvis and of the the motion of the pelvis and of the diaphragm is combined. The two things work together to give the best result, and press and open the lungs as much as possible. So let me say it in Italian, for this is the part for some kids that are connected. So nel momento in cui si parla di respirazione, la respirazione avviene solo per i movimenti del bacino e del diaframma che si muovono in connessione per spingere fuori l'aria comprimendo i polmoni e per farla entrare, facilitarne l'ingresso aumentandone il volume. The second thing about the breathing is there is never, ever, no way, never any moment of the Hung style where you perform a movement, and especially a contraction, while breathing in or also keeping the air. So it's like no, or no. Even if you make the sound, after the sound is finished, air continues to flow from your mouth or nose, or as you like. I mean, it's about the comfort how your body is made. For me, mouth is better because my nose doesn't work properly. But there is never apnea, never contraction with blocked air that makes pressure. So every contraction works to push out the air, and after the contraction, the air goes out slowly, freely, until you are totally empty. And when at that moment, you immediately go to the active, relaxed condition where air, when your diaphragm relaxes a little, your waist goes into an anteroversion, and so the air can get in. So this mostly are the thing. Now I drink a sip of my pole, and I try to show you what I mean with this thing. Showing you the first exercise that Master Chan Hon Chung taught me when I started learning the 10th style, the si-hing Kuen, the dragon part, that I tell you was kind of boring, because the guy put me making this exercise for days and days before he decided to move to the next step, to the first movement. So I will try to show you what I did. Okay. So I think, yes, you can see me. So the thing is, just when you begin, can you hear me? Please give me an okay that you can hear me from here. Somebody in the chat. There is a lag, so I will. Okay. Okay. Thanks. So this is you start in the standard position and begin with the exercise, straightening your body, putting your head and your spine in a correct position, like being hanged by your head. And then this is the thing, you bend just a little your legs, like this. This, you see? This helps you to put your waist in in a more correct position, so to flatten the curve, the lumbar curve of your spine. And so then here you start trying to finish exaggerating the movement of the pelvis like this. And you try to let the air get in when you go in anteroversion and you push out your belly, and you feel that the air is, I cannot speak because I am full of air, and then you push it out slowly, and you squeeze your buttocks in. Exaggerate that much, but it will be more internal than external. The movement will be just much smaller than this. But to master it, you have to exaggerate it. Otherwise, you don't feel it. So let's do it a few more times. So think that Master Chan Hon Chung kept me for a week doing this time. Remember to pay attention to your positions. Try to, you can, feel like your shoulders go up and down, front or rear, and try to keep well straight. You can make it slower or faster. Try to feel it like. Then, after a week, you can add some movement like this. I think this came after maybe 3 or 4 days, and the next one was something that you probably, if you learn the 10 size, the si-hing, you probably already know is in. Please note that at the end of each movement, you reach the point where your waist is in retroversion, your diaphragm is fully up, your lungs are empty, and you cannot even talk because you have no hair to push out, to speak. But at the very end, there is a moment where you relax and let it collapse, and the air comes in automatically. You don't have to pull it in. It comes in. It comes in, and that's when you reach this point. You probably have a good consciousness of your breathing system, and you can stick it and don't stop it. Keep training it, because you can start applying to every other movement of the form that you already practice. So let's do it again. Note that there is never something like this that I see, unfortunately, a lot of time. No, that I still have hair, because if I work with my rib cage and I block the breathing, I have compression inside. And this, I tell you, this is the reason why there is this myth of the Tit Sin Kuen that if executed not properly can be harmful for your health. This is true. I mean, if you keep making pressures, like I say things like this is something that is harmful. I mean, you feel it on your face. You feel the pressure that comes in and pushes the blood and does bad stuff. I mean, it's always and you're empty. You don't block the breathing. Okay. So the second thing for today, then we can close. I decided that after half an hour can be enough for each time. So maybe if somebody has questions, anybody has questions, we can dedicate some time to it. But I want to go to the part. So let's skip the couple of weeks that Mr. Chan Hon Chung kept to make this thing to the first exercise, and let's pass to the second. So the position. The position. I see a lot of extreme positions when I. This is bad. This doesn't work. You block your waist. So let's do it properly. Let's go into our basic standing position. We bend a little the knees like that. Let's do some breathing first to let me put our fists on their place. And we do what we are supposed to do. You see, at the end, I let everything go and the air comes in. Hey. Relax. Air gets in. Again, you're pulling. You're not doing anything. It's something that you push. You're empty and you relax. Air gets in. Something doesn't want to come, and you pull it. Feel it. Again, relax. Again. Etc. Okay? Please, if you want to stick, maybe there is lots of families, methods, different. So if you want to stick to the school of Master Chan Hon Chung, please do not force inspiration. Do not force muscle contraction, having hair inside. Do not work with any apnea or inside traction. Every movement is combined with the pelvis and diaphragm movement, and the air gets out. A different volume, different speed according to the techniques. Of course, if you want to punch, the air gets out fast. If you do something stronger, the air is lower. gets out slower, but the result is the same. You're empty at the end. You see, when you go like this, you fucked. I mean, there's no power. There's nothing. Power gets from letting the air get out. And this was something that Master Chen, in spite of the fact that we couldn't talk together because he didn't speak Chinese, he didn't speak English, I didn't speak Chinese, so I could speak with him only when my brother Arthur Chen or Raymond Lau or Sito Wing of the guys who were with me in the gym spent some time to translate. But the thing is that never, ever, please, let's see if there are any questions. Yes. Perfetto con la distanza. Okay. I say that there are a lot of yes, and I keep the streaming on just in case somebody has something to ask, and if somebody has, I see that somebody has problems, but this video will be saved and will be freely available on my channel. So if you have connection problem, you can get it there. Vediamo, Carson. C'è qualche posizione del connection problem. Sometimes it stop. Okay. Alessandro asked. Alessandro, tongue position. The thing that they said at the time, I posed the same question, unfortunately, some decades ago, and what Master Chen said is that the tongue must not interfere with your breathing, what you're doing. So the best thing to do is trying to keep it up, but is not mandatory. So I personally keep it near the teeth. I keep it down, and it pushes the tip of my tongue pushes not hard, just stays there. On the teeth, on the lower teeth. So this is it. And well, that's it for today. And I think that tomorrow, since we are prisoners, we have a lot of time. Plus, this is Sunday. At the same time, tomorrow I would like to get into the basic position for Tit Sin Kuen, the front position. And the translation, I see, if we have time, the translation from the first position to the second position, to the side position. But we'll see according to the time we need. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Let's keep this dark moment of the world doing good things. Chinese Kung Fu sure is the best medicine. In spite of the fact that I am approaching 67, I still feel efficient and strong, and surely it's because I was so lucky to meet Master Chan Hon Chung and learn Tit Sin Kuen and practice it every day since 1984. So which I think I counted and I practiced it maybe more than 10,000 times in my life. So so that's it. Frank, ciao Frank, hi Frank. So a lot of many friends, Alessandro, Frank, Javier, Kevin, thank you. Non ci chiederai Simone Longoni, anche suonare la batteria, adaptarsi Francesco, and a lot of people. So okay. And that's it. See you tomorrow if you like it, okay? Bye. And in case you have something, feel free to get in touch by email. My email is very easy. It's like my name plus name.surname@gmail.com. case you need something. Okay, ciao. See you tomorrow.